All right, let's get right into it. We're going to break down the 5 precepts. If you've been looking for a simple, really powerful guide for living a good life, and hey, especially if you need an easy way to lock this stuff in for a test, then you are in the perfect spot. I mean, come on, right? Wouldn't that just make things a little easier? Well, in a way, that's exactly what the 5 precepts are. This isn't about some super complicated philosophy. Think of it as a practical set of instructions for how we can all create a more peaceful world for ourselves and for everybody else.
Now, these ideas, they come from the Buddhist tradition. But here's the thing, their goal is totally universal. It's all about creating a way for everyone, no matter what you believe, to live together peacefully. The ultimate goal? Well, it's right there. Universal happiness and prosperity for everyone. A pretty awesome goal, if you ask me.
So here's our game plan. We'll start with the big idea, this guide to living together. Then we'll hit each of the 5 rules one by one. We're talking do no harm, take only what's given, be faithful, speak truthfully, and stay clear-minded. Let's do this. Okay, so first things first, let's get the official name down. This whole rulebook thing is called the Panchasila. This is the foundation for everything we're about to cover, kind of like the framework that holds the whole house together. All right, if you're taking notes for that test, this is a big one. The Panchasila are the 5 precepts that people are encouraged to follow to create peace and happiness in society. That's it. That's the core definition you've got to know. And that brings us to our very first precept. You could say this is the most fundamental one of all. It's simple, it's direct, and it is incredibly powerful. Do no harm. So here's the official wording. The first precept is to abstain from taking the life of any living being. And that word abstain is super important. It just means you hold yourself back, you choose not to do something. So this is all about making a conscious choice to protect life. So why is this rule number 1? Well, at its heart, it's about recognizing that everyone and everything has a right to live. Plus, when you practice this, you start to develop really positive qualities like kindness and compassion. And the result? When everyone agrees not to hurt each other, you get a safe, happy society. It's the essential starting block. Okay, on to number 2. This precept builds right on top of the first one. We've gone from protecting life to respecting what belongs to other people. And the definition is super clear. It's all about respecting property. You refrain from stealing or taking what isn't freely given to you. Just like the first one, it's about making a conscious choice to respect other people and their stuff. You can really see the domino effect here, can't you? Personally, stealing just brings unhappiness. Socially, it destroys trust and makes it impossible for people to work together. And of course, legally, it's a crime. So this one rule covers your own well-being, how we get along as a community, and the actual law of the land. Moving right along to the 3rd rule, this one gets a little more personal. It's all about respecting the core unit of any society, the family, and the relationships inside it. Here's the textbook definition for you. This precept is all about respecting relationships. It means refraining from harmful sexual behavior and, specifically, adultery. Basically, at its core, this is all about being faithful and protecting the trust within a family. And the why here is pretty straightforward. Breaking that trust, it just causes so much division in a family. It creates a really unstable environment, especially for kids. And since the family is seen as the foundation of a healthy society, protecting it is a really big deal for everyone's well-being. Precept number 4 moves into the world of communication. It's all about respecting the truth and understanding the incredible power that our words have. The definition itself is simple. Don't lie. Refrain from false speech. But check out that extra detail. It's called the basis of breaking up friendly ties. Wow. That tells you just how serious this is. Lying is pretty much the fastest way to destroy trust and ruin relationships. And this just lays it out perfectly. It's like you have 2 choices. On the one hand, truthful speech. That builds trust, respect, strong friendships. On the other hand, you've got false speech. And that just leads to disbelief, arguments, and it completely gets in the way of peace. It's a clear choice between building things up or tearing them down. And that brings us to our 5th and final precept. This one is all about respecting yourself, specifically respecting your own mind. It's about personal responsibility and protecting our most valuable tool, our ability to think clearly. So here's the last definition you need to know. To refrain from taking intoxicants that cause heedlessness. That's the key word here. Heedlessness is just a state where you're not fully aware, where you're not in control of your actions. So this precept is all about staying clear so you can actually make good choices and follow the other 4 precepts. And the consequences listed here are, well, they're pretty severe. It's not just about what happens to one person, their health, their self-respect, their money. It's about the damage it does to their entire family and their community. It really shows how not having a clear mind can unravel a person's whole life and affect everyone around them. So there we go. 5 simple but really profound principles. Just remember that number, 5. It's your key to remembering all of them. Okay, let's do a super quick final review. This is your perfect study guide. It all comes down to one word: respect. 1. Respect life, so don't harm. 2. Respect property, so don't steal. 3. Respect relationships, so be faithful. 4. Respect truth, so don't lie. And 5. Respect your mind, so stay clear. If you can remember those 5 points, you have totally got this. And we'll leave you with a final thought. We've talked about these 5 ways to show respect: for life, property, relationships, truth, and our own minds. But which one of these do you think is the biggest challenge for society today? That's a really good question to chew on long after any test is done.